All right, welcome to Veteran Perspectives, and today, a little bit different. Why voiceover work could be a game changer for veterans. Let's get started. First, today's sponsor is going to be, of course, our Etsy store, JK Prince Gifts at Etsy. I'll leave the link down in the bio. We are adding new products. We focus on positive mental health, PTSD awareness, patriotic gear. We got stuff out for Christmas, stuff out for Halloween already. We have wall arts, t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, and phone cases. I probably missed stuff too. Oh, and we have digital products for teachers and students as well. Teachers, if you're looking or if you're still doing your summer planning, or if you want stuff for planning out lessons. My wife and I, my wife is a teacher, I'm a former teacher. We have created some great templates for you that you can purchase, and you get full access to them to edit them to fit your classroom, your subject, and your vibe. So those are all in the store. The link will be in the description. All right, let's get started. Voiceover work. Now, I want to be clear. I have only applied for voiceover work. It's something that I really want to get into, and I've always been super interested into it. And since I left teaching, I was like, okay, how do I do this? So I've kind of looked into it recently, fairly recently, and there's a website, voices.com. I'm not affiliated with them yet. I have applied to be affiliated with them, but I haven't been accepted to their affiliate program yet. I'll leave their link down in the description as well. You have to pay to be a part of their premium program that lets you apply for any job, but it's free to sign up for just their regular stuff. And then you can apply for jobs that are sent to you. They'll send you jobs to your email, and then you can apply. And when you apply, you actually give, like you read like a small script, you give a voiceover demo. It's pretty cool. Like I actually did one yesterday, and then I saved my demos because those are mine too. So I saved those, and I have a little demo portfolio. I'm making a little demo portfolio that shows some of my skills. So yeah, and as a former teacher, as a former soldier in the Army, I realized that I use my voice an awful lot. I do this podcast, right? I have several YouTube channels. I use my voice a lot. And then I got to thinking, like, hey, this could be a thing for veterans, especially veterans with PTSD, because voiceover work can be faceless, right? Now, there is a couple issues here that we're going to discuss, okay? So the problem, limited career options for veterans, okay? We've talked about in the past, transitioning from military to civilian life is tough, okay? Especially if you're coming from active duty to the civilian world. I went from the reserves to the civilian world, so mine was a little different. Everyone has a different story when it comes to transitions, okay? There's no one size fits all when it comes to that, okay? As a teacher, I saw schools fail to prepare students for diverse careers. As a veteran, I faced similar gaps. I saw similar gaps with friends and with other service members. Toxic leadership in both the military and in education creates issues, okay? And it can also make traditional jobs unsustainable, okay? In the veteran community, especially those with physical or mental health challenges, struggling to find flexible and meaningful work can be difficult, right? As my kids walk by. A 2023 VA report noted that 20% of veterans face employment barriers due to disabilities. Now, that's 20% who answered that question in that way. I would guess that number is probably higher, okay? Voiceover work can potentially offer a solution, okay? Letting veterans use their voices honed by leadership and training, right? We've all had leadership training in a career that fits our needs, okay? Now, some people might be like, well, what the hell? How do you think, or why do you think voiceover work suits veterans? Okay. And I'm getting this directly from this week's blog, okay, which you all better subscribe to. Okay, I need you guys to subscribe to the blog. I'll leave the link in the description. Make sure you guys do that this week, okay? My military service and teaching experience showed me that veterans have a unique strength for voiceover work. I'm going to give you 4 reasons that I think voiceover work is a game changer, plus some tips on how to get started. Now, I want to be clear, like as you guys know, I don't lie to you, okay? I'm still exploring all of this. This is new to me too, okay? I'm not like I'm not making money doing this. I'm trying to make money doing this, okay? But I'm not there yet, okay? Flexibility for mental and physical health. Voiceover work normally lets you set your own schedule. Yes, there are deadlines you have to meet, right? And it's usually, hey, we'll be working between this time and this time, or there's a due date of this day. Here's your script, right? It's due this day, but you can do your readings whenever you want in terms of throughout the day. So if you're having a bad day, having a bad moment, you could walk away, come back later, okay? Or if you have a doctor's appointment, if you have physical therapy, if you have a mental health appointment, right? On those tough days where you just can't look at the mic, you're just like, I can't do this today. You can walk away from it because your deadline day is somewhere in the future, okay? You have to be mindful of those deadlines, certainly, yes, but there's a little bit more flexibility here than a traditional job, okay? Pro tip, there is a free software that I actually personally use called Audacity, where you can practice, okay? It's completely free. The link for that one's in the blog, okay? Veterans, you can work at your own pace, reduce stress, compared to rigid jobs like teaching where you burn out, okay? This is like a practice thing. You can also upload your voiceovers in there and kind of compress things. You can get rid of some blank spots. It's actually really, really neat, and it's free, which is awesome. Low startup costs and accessibility, okay? We all know that in the military, life taught us how to work with minimal resources, right? Right? Voiceover work is similar, right? You need a decent microphone, and a software like Audacity. I do my recordings actually on OBS. That's where I record my blogs. I record my podcasts here on OBS. Okay. I did put in the blog that I use a HyperX Solocast. That's not true. I recommend a HyperX because it's only $39.99. I use a Blue Snowball microphone that's a little bit more expensive. But to get started, the HyperX Solocast USB mic right now, because it's Prime Days, it's only $39.99. So at the time of writing, it's only $39.99. The link to that is in the blog. I'm going to make you guys go to the blog for stuff this time because I need you to subscribe. Okay, it's high quality, plug and play, super budget friendly. It's a really good. My HyperX is a fantastic brand. There's also platforms like Fiverr and Upwork that can connect you to clients with no upfront investment. You can put work out there that says, hey, I can do this, this, and this voiceover, right, for you for this cost, okay? On Fiverr, you have to have 3 different tiers, right? 3 different price points, right? So, for example, you could say, hey, for this cost, I will make you 1 YouTube short voiceover. For a higher cost, I'll make you 3 YouTube short voiceovers. They provide you the video, you do the voiceover. Okay? For this cost, you give me the video and your idea, I will write the scripts and I will do the voiceover for 5. Right? That's a really good way to get started in voiceover work. A really good way to get started. Okay? And then you put your name out there, you promote it online. Yes, you're going to have to promote. Okay, it's a job like anything else. It's the same thing on Upwork. I think Upwork, you only need to have 1 price point. Okay? But it's a really good way to get your name out there. Right? Start a podcast. Now, I do podcasts that are faceless and with my face. For those of you that don't know, I put this up on YouTube as well with my face on it. Okay. But I do have faceless YouTube channels as well. We'll talk about those in a minute. Leveraging your communication skills as a veteran. Everyone has different communication skills. I get that. Okay. But in the military, and for someone like me who was in the classroom, we honed clear, confident communications. Right? We all had to give and receive orders. Right? It's perfect for voiceover work. Find that voiceover work that wants clear sense. I did a voiceover demo yesterday that wanted me to do clear direction. Then it wanted me to do a British accent, which was hilarious because I'm not particularly good at it, but I got to try it, which was awesome. Then I got to be a pirate, and then I got to be a fairy. And then I wanted to be a fairy pirate, but it wasn't on there. So as my wife brings me coffee. Thank you, honey. Oh, now she's throwing stuff around. This podcast is chalk, chat. It's chalk. It's chalk. We're done. We're done. I'm not editing any of this out. Say hi, honey.
No.
Yeah, say hi.
Hi.
So leveraging what you're already good at, there's nothing wrong with that, right? You should be doing that because you do it for any other job, right? So whether it's narrating educational content, doing the inspirational ads, veterans discipline, vocal presence, shine, get out there and shine, right? Practice with scripts for podcasts. Now, I don't particularly script this podcast other than my blog. So if you want to start writing a blog and then transitioning that into a podcast like I do, that's awesome. Send me your link. I'll subscribe to your podcast. Okay. And your blog. Okay. Communication is a skill veterans already have. So voiceovers gives us a place to use it in a professional sense and with the possibility to get paid. Okay. Creative outlet for healing. Number 4. My PTSD makes creative outlets vital. I have to be creative or I'm not going to be around for much longer. If I don't have creative outlets, I'm literally, for lack of better way of saying this, because I have no tact sometimes, if I don't have a creative outlet, I'm going to die. Okay? So voiceover work, creating this podcast has been surprisingly therapeutic for me. Making designs for our Etsy store, I never thought in a million years that would be therapeutic for me. When I'm having a bad moment, I get on my computer, I pull up Canva, and I create something. And it calms me down. Or I write a script for one of my voiceovers for my history channels. Recording lets me express without pressure if I'm doing one of my faceless channels, right? It calms me. I'm like, okay, cool. I could record that. Awesome. Great. I do have a face channel, which is my personal channel, Jeff and AZ81, just my regular channel. I have a veterans focused channel called Scars and Steel where I write music. It's basically poetry that I turn into music using AI. Yeah, I do that. Okay, it's pretty cool. I know people are like weird about AI music. I do not care. I am pro AI and I'm going to keep doing it. And then we do motivational quotes and stuff like that on there that I turn into videos, right? Little like 7 to 10 second videos. And that's it. But veterans, we could use voiceover work to heal, tell stories, or teach. Just like I did as an educator, okay? Try reading scripts into Audacity as a warm-up, or download OBS if you'd rather do that, because it'll save the video to your computer, and you can listen back to it. It will be a video, though. You can turn off the webcam. It'll just save it as a video file, okay? And you can build confidence without pressure. No one else is going to see that but you until you upload it somewhere. Okay? Beyond voiceover. Okay? YouTube, TikTok, telling stories your way. Okay? Voiceover doesn't have to mean doing commercials or audiobooks. Okay? Those are cool. I hope to be on a commercial someday. Some people have told me that I should read audiobooks all the time. Okay? But starting a YouTube channel or a TikTok channel is great. Your content can be with your face if you want, or it can be faceless. I have faceless channels. Yeah, I have 2 faceless channels right now that are history channels: Chronicles Across Continents on YouTube and Chronicles Across History on TikTok. It's only called Chronicles Across History on TikTok because continents wouldn't fit. They had a character limit on TikTok. They're both linked in the blog, okay? And I create history content. I used to be a history teacher and a government teacher for years and years and years. And I do the voiceovers. I write the script and I do the voiceovers, and I find or create all the images, and I make the videos, both long form on TikTok, and long form on YouTube. And then I do short form on YouTube and TikTok videos. Right now I think we're in the middle or the tail end of our China series, our ancient China series. And then we're either going to go, I think we're going to go into ancient Mesopotamia and then ancient India. And then I have a list after that of stuff I still have to make. But I do the voiceover stuff for all that. And then I have my face channel. Like today, for example, I posted a video on my personal channel, Jeff and AZ81, which is where I post this blog. And where I post this podcast based off the blog. I posted a video today about the VA cutting more employees, or continuing their cuts up to 30,000. And I post my video game content there and other content as well. But I show my face on that one. So what I'm saying is there's options. Sometimes I'm on camera. Sometimes I'm not. Okay, the beauty of content creation is that you get to control how you show up. Okay, this is you. Okay, you can narrate history, gaming, science, your own military experiences, anything you're passionate about. If you have a list of motivational quotes that you love, you can create short little TikTok videos of you reading them completely faceless, and then show them being typed out on the screen as you're reading them. It's a good way to get started. These are skills that you've already built. Discipline, storytelling, clarity. They all translate beautifully into digital storytelling, and you already have the skills to do all of that. Okay? The barrier to entry is low. Okay? You don't have to apply to get a YouTube channel. You just have to sign up. Same thing with TikTok. You can do it on Instagram too, if you want. Or you could do all 3 and brand it across all 3. I'd say start with one and then go from there, so it doesn't get overwhelmed. Okay? Basic tools and some consistency, you could grow a channel, maybe even turn it into a source of income. I'm trying to do that right now, right? I would love my YouTube channels to make me money. So follow all of them. Subscribe to my blog. Because that is what turns into dollars. People subscribing, getting affiliate links, people purchasing those products. Like the link to the HyperX Solocast, that's an affiliate link in my blog. If you purchase that at no extra cost to you, I make a small commission. That's called affiliate marketing within what you're already creating. Okay? So get started. Grab that USB mic, right? Or if you want one on your phone, they have those little microphones, like those little Bluetooth microphones for your cell phone. And record right on your phone if you want to. Download Audacity. It's free. You have to be on your PC for that one. Record scripts for commercials, audiobooks, or e-learning just to practice, right? Create 1-minute demo showcasing your vocal range. List your services on Fiverr, Upwork, or Voices. And now that's for more formal voiceover work. Okay? Learn. You can watch YouTube tutorials, take low-cost courses on platforms like Udemy to level up your skills. I have not done that yet, and I'm not affiliated with Udemy at all. I just know about it. It's pretty cool. And bonus. Start a YouTube or TikTok channel if you want a low-pressure way to build your confidence and audience at the same time. Okay, starting a channel, I think, is a really good idea because we all have something to say. Plus, it's fun to have haters. People are all mad at me right now because I was like, why hasn't Trump released the Epstein list? And then people are like, there was never a list. I was like, you all are lying to yourselves. It's hilarious. So, plus for me as a dad, I want my kids seeing me chasing something, chasing a dream, right? Despite challenges, because they know I'm fucked up, right? Voiceover work, content creation, it lets me model persistence and creativity. So why it matters, this is my call to action here. Voiceover work isn't a job. It could be a lifeline for veterans. Right? Years of teaching, dealing with PTSD, show me the need for a flexible, potential meaningful career. I hope what I'm doing right now turns into a way for me to support my family. That would be amazing. This path lets us use our strengths, heal through creativity, and potentially build a future for our family. That's what I want. I'm not fully there yet. Okay, like I'm not making money off this yet. But every step feels like a little bit of progress. Every subscriber I get, every video I make, every time I learn something, every little tweak I make. And I believe that you guys have the same capability. There's no reason that you guys can't do that too. So I invite you guys, as we conclude here, to join the conversation. Okay? Are you a veteran exploring voiceover or other creative, flexible careers? Are you already in the voiceover space? Do you already have a YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram channel where you do work with your voice, whether it's faceless or with your face? Put your links in. I'm opening it up. You guys can promote. Make sure you guys subscribe to the blog. Okay, I'm leaving most of the links in the blog this time. I'm going to make you guys go there. Okay, I'm going to put the blog in the description. Okay, make sure you guys check out our PTSD awareness products at the Etsy store, okay, which I'll put in the description. To support Carrie and I and the kids, but also to support positive mental health and PTSD awareness. Okay, whether you speak through your voice or through your stories you tell, your voice matters. That's why I want this to be a thing. Everyone has a story to tell. Like, everyone has something that they want to say, but sometimes they need that encouragement to say it. That's why I wanted to write this particular blog, because I want to encourage you to say it as Carrie runs by, because she doesn't like being on camera. All right, I know today was a little bit shorter. Okay, it was a little bit shorter blog. Okay, but make sure you guys like, share, follow, whether you're on Spotify, whether you're on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, whether you're watching on YouTube, or wherever you guys are. Make sure you guys comment, like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is, to everything. Your guys' support means the world to me. Thank you oh so much. And I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you.